Oh, that's pretty cool, man.
Cool.
Testing to see which one is better.
That's a GoPro, huh?
But I don't have this. I didn't get the stand yet.
Thank you, and we'd like to start with the Reverend Sarah Dobbs. She comes to open our commencement this evening with a prayer.
Will you pray with me? Dear God, great physician and healer, shepherd through dark valleys, we thank you for walking beside each of these graduating nurses. When they called, you answered and blessed them. For here they are, with their parents, families, and friends who supported them on their journey. On this joyous day, we thank you for the wisdom you gave, the courage you instilled, the comfort you provided for sacrifices made, and for the teaching and care they received from this faculty and medical institution. This is such an important day. Newly formed nurses stand in this moment between readiness and full commitment. May their minds hear your call into a life of service to those who suffer and wait for their healing touch. May their hearts be moved to respond as your faithful, eager servants. And may their bodies be filled with your divine energy to meet the challenges they will face. In your holy and gracious name, I pray these things. Amen.
Please be seated. Thank you, Reverend Bob. And please now welcome Dr. Thomas Lee, Chairman of the Board of Trustees at St. John's Riverside Hospital, who brings greetings to the graduates.
This is my fourth year for this wonderful event, and every year it gets better. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of St. John's Riverside Hospital, it is my pleasure to congratulate the graduates of the Cochran School of Nursing, class of 2015. Also to be commended are the family, friends, and Cochran faculty who have helped you achieve your goal today. The Board of Trustees considered the nursing school an essential and integral part of its healthcare delivery system. As graduates of the school, you bring honor to St. John's and skilled nursing practice with people you will care for in the future, many years to come, whether you like it or not. The program you study, you have completed, represent the best of the nursing program, and we hope you believe in that and continue to exercise your knowledge and expertise going forward. We also hope that your class will continue to excel at your nursing certification examination, making us all proud of you going forward. The Cochran School of Nursing is, as you know, the oldest nursing school in Westchester County. It is wholly and proudly owned by St. John's Riverside Hospital. Students here receive extensive clinical education and experience, not just at St. John's, but also other regional institutions, including Ferry Children's Hospital. We are committed to continue to provide the best education possible for your class as well as for many classes to come. We hope that many of you will choose to stay at St. John's and work together with members of the community to provide care to our patients. However, should you choose to go elsewhere, we know that your practice will reflect the standard of care that the Cochran School of Nursing has imparted upon you. As chairman of the board, I'm well aware of the changing healthcare environment, as well as the evolution and challenges the healthcare delivery system faces. We are also aware of the growing healthcare need of our aging population, as well as our diverse population in our community. The Board of Trustees look to all of you in whatever path of nursing you choose in the future as partners in the new healthcare paradigm. I was asked to give a very, very long speech. I'm not going to keep to that. This is your moment. I would just like to congratulate you on this wonderful achievement and great success in your future careers.
Thank you, Dr. Lee. And now it's my distinct pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Peggy Talia. Dr. Talia is the Director of Nursing here at Mercy College, a tenured associate professor and the president of the Mercy College Senate. She earned her doctorate of education at Teachers College, Columbia University in the executive program for nurses. Prior to earning her doctorate, Dr. Talia was the Chief Nursing Officer and Vice President for Patient Care Services at St. Vincent's Catholic Medical Center, Midtown in New York City. She has taught at both the undergraduate and the graduate programs at Lehman College in the Bronx, and is an adjunct professor at Teachers College, Columbia University, in the doctoral and master's program. Dr. Talia's areas of teaching expertise are in statistics, quantitative methods research, and nursing science. Her clinical areas of practice are critical care and adult health nursing. Dr. Talia has several publications, including a book titled Nursing Staffing Ratios and Patient Outcomes. Her areas of interest in research are nursing education, evaluating the health of minority senior citizens using the Roy adaptation model, and health living well. Dr. Talia is currently a research consultant at the Hudson Valley Health Center, a magnet-designated hospital in northern Westchester County, and is the co-chair for the Hudson Valley Collaborative for the Advancement of Research and Evidence-Based Practice. She is currently the principal investigator for an 18-site research project that is measuring nurses' attitudes, beliefs, and knowledge related to perioperative pressure ulcers throughout Westchester County and New York City. We are indeed very fortunate to have a true nurse scholar address us this evening. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Talia.
Good evening, members of the board, administration, Dean McAllister, faculty, friends, and most of all to the 2015 graduating class of the Cochran School of Nursing. Thank you for inviting me to speak to you this evening. Wow, look around and look at what you've accomplished. How amazing is this tonight? You are now about to enter into one of the most rewarding careers and finest of professions. I was sitting in your seat, and I hate to say this, roughly 29 years ago in 1986. I am pretty familiar with how you are feeling right now. It is most likely what I was feeling when I graduated from my nursing school. Degree in hand, and proudly wearing my pin and nursing cap. And we did wear those back then. Excited and somewhat nervous about what I was embarking upon. I remember it vividly. I remember my family beaming brightly and proudly as your family is right now. So, congratulations. You are now prepared to begin the journey into what I consider the finest profession in healthcare. You will make many contributions and make many impressions on many lives. The rewards will be abundant and opportunities limitless. Today it is about you and what each one of you have accomplished. So I ask myself, what really makes me worthy of having the honor of being your keynote address? Well, thinking about this, I think the answer is that I walked in very similar shoes, and I traveled and experienced the journey you have just completed. I started on my journey, earning my associate's degree in nursing, continuing on for my master's degree, and then on to achieve a doctorate in nursing. And probably similar to many of you tonight, I worked full-time during my entire educational journey, beginning with that associate's degree that I will always hold near and dear to me because it was my entree into the nursing profession. Through each educational milestone, I continued working full-time so I could afford to pay for my educational goals and dreams. Not only did I work while I was going to school, I also began a family as I continued on with my education. The second week after beginning my doctoral studies at Columbia University Teachers College, I delivered my second baby while working full-time, as Anne-Marie said earlier, as a chief nursing officer for St. Vincent's Catholic Medical Center's Midtown. I graduated in 2003, completing my doctorate in 4 years. In no way am I saying that it was easy or that I did not hit many stumbling blocks, and I didn't lose many nights of sleep and shed a few tears. But I never stopped. I never looked back, and with the support of my loved ones and continually telling myself I can do this, I just kept moving forward and moving ahead, believing that I could do what I set out to accomplish. And along the way, I remained passionate and kept telling myself over and over again, I can do this. And the magic started happening, and doors opened over and over again, and new and exciting opportunities presented themselves before me. That's why I'm here before you tonight to tell you that each and every one of you can do anything you set out to do if you believe in yourself and proceed with a deep passion and be the best you can be. I am also here to tell you that every graduate in this class of 2015 needs to keep moving forward in your pursuit of your dreams. Today you have achieved an enormous milestone. It will be the first of many milestones as you continue your journey towards a commitment and passion of lifelong learning. It is important that you always remember the excellent and dedicated faculty at the Cochran School of Nursing that has prepared you to meet the exciting challenges and opportunities that lie ahead of you. So, begs the question, why did we all choose the profession of nursing? We chose the profession of nursing because nursing is an art and a science. Science, because nurses are health scientists, and the profession of nursing is based on a systematic and scientific method called the nursing process. Art. I will quote someone I personally respect, admire, and consider to be the matriarch of the nursing profession. I bet you can guess it. Her name is Florence Nightingale. I quote, "Nursing is an art, and if it is to be made an art, it requires as exclusive a devotion, as hard a preparation as any painter's or sculptor's work. For what is the having to do with dead canvas or cold marble compared with having to do with the living body, the temple of God's Spirit? It is one of the fine arts. I had almost said the finest of the fine arts." Florence Nightingale. So I think we can all agree that art and science evoke deep passion in humans globally. A profession, nursing, that is truly an art and science, one that gives a nurse the opportunity at any given moment to hold and comfort a young, ill child, or hold a hand and offer a still moment of comforting silence and presence to a lonely, sick, older adult, or to educate an inspiring nursing student, or to lead an entire healthcare organization, or to become a dynamic researcher and author. As nurses, we educate, we promote, we prevent, and we heal with an abundance of knowledge guided by the nursing process. So nursing is an art and science that heals dis-ease. It is an art and science that is caring, that promotes wellness and prevents disease, one that nurtures, that heals, that educates, and that empathizes with the human condition. It is an art and science that promotes deep compassion and an utmost respect for human rights, human life, and human dignity. So as you move forward, as you progress in your career, always take the time out to stop, to listen, and to care for those you have been entrusted and privileged to care for. Be passionate. Never allow your workday to be so absorbed with the menial tasks at hand that you forget to see the forest through the trees. That is the human, the person you have been privileged to care for. Try your very best to be present, to be in the moment, and seize upon that very precious moment to make a positive impact on someone's life. Keep in mind that the profession of nursing is the largest and most respected group of healthcare providers in the United States. Literally, we can call ourselves the backbone of the entire healthcare system. Nurses deliver quality patient care every day throughout the United States in many different settings, communities, hospitals, and long-term care facilities. One of the highest accolades a nursing organization or hospital can receive is magnet status. Magnet status is designated to hospitals and healthcare organizations that deliver nursing excellence measured by outstanding positive patient outcomes. It is you among us today that have the opportunity to make your mark towards excellence in nursing. So now, on a final personal note, I must say again, it is a privilege for me to be here with such an amazing class of graduating nurses that are now heading out into the world. You have the opportunity to be the very best and passionate class of graduates that you could possibly be. I say this because it is all of you who were accepted into the Cochran School of Nursing, an excellent quality nursing school during a very competitive and difficult time in history to be accepted into any nursing school. It is important to be aware that approximately 69,000 qualified nursing student applicants are turned away each year from nursing schools in the United States because of a lack of nursing faculty and other resources. But not the nurses I am before today. You not only beat the odds of being accepted into the nursing school, you made it, you went all the way, and you are graduating. So be proud today and enjoy every moment of your success. Just look to your left. Look at one another, to your left and your right. Right? These are your colleagues, your peers, your friends, nurses of today and the nurses of tomorrow. Look at the accomplishments and talent that fill this room. And you have yourselves, your family, and the fine distinguished faculty of the Cochran School of Nursing to appreciate and thank. So remember that you are a nurse because you care. You care about the human condition. You care about the most vulnerable. You care about the underserved. And you care because you believe, as I believe, that every life is equal. Every life is worthy and deserving of health care. And every life is worthy and deserving of a qualified, passionate nurse. So as I said, many exciting opportunities await you. But with all this greatness comes challenges, responsibility, and accountability. So what are the challenges and responsibilities you will encounter? What will you be accountable for? What will the future require of you? First, an ever-demanding and changing healthcare system that will place tremendous demands, difficulties, frustrations, and obstacles upon nurses and the doctors that you work with every day. Second, technological advancement that will require and demand of you to further your education and training. Third, healthcare reform that will require specialization of highly qualified and educated nurses who are prepared to deliver primary care in the community. Fourth, an increasing professional demand requiring a lifelong commitment to not only advanced education, but also to attaining advanced degrees. And finally, fifth, an increasing demand for nursing educators to competently educate and prepare new nurses to meet the challenge of a growing nursing shortage. So what does this all mean? For each and every challenge, you can find an opportunity. Opportunities can be limitless if you continue your education and remain committed to a lifelong journey of learning. Because you chose nursing as a career, you will have many exciting opportunities and choices, whether it be in clinical practice, education, leadership, or research. So I encourage you to continue on for your Bachelor's of Science in Nursing, go on for your Master's, and yes, you may already guess what's about to come out of my mouth. If someday it becomes your passion, go on and continue for your doctorate. So, please try to remember what I said today. Be passionate, keep moving forward, believe in yourself, and be open to all of the opportunities and rewards that await you. So in conclusion, I want to say, stay active as an alumnus at the Cochran School of Nursing. Never forget where you started. Never forget the dedicated faculty, family, and friends who encouraged, supported, and guided you to this amazing accomplishment. And most of all, take care, nurture, and be kind and compassionate to yourselves and one another. Once a nurse, always a nurse. As I stated to you earlier, you are and will continue to be among the finest. Care for one another, encourage one another, and always support and stand by your fellow sister and brother nurses, now and throughout your entire nursing career. Again, thank you for inviting me. Congratulations once again, and know that I sincerely wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Dr. Talia. Now we come to the part of the evening that's everyone's favorite. We look forward to this the entire year. The faculty at Cochran vote on awards based on outstanding student performance during their course of study. So once your name is called, please come forward to receive your award. Our first award this evening is the Hospital Auxiliary Award. The president of the Hospital Auxiliary, Mrs. Ann Kachmar, will present a graduation award that highlights the close connection that is felt by the members of the auxiliary and the support that it gives to the Cochran School. Each year, a scholarship is presented to a deserving student. Ms. Kachmar.
I'm going to have to stand on my toes to reach the mic. See? The Auxiliary of St. John's Hospital offers an award and a bar attachment to a member of each graduating class that has shown outstanding ability in the performance of bedside nursing. It gives me great pleasure to present this award to Rebecca Tavares.
Thank you, Anne. Congratulations, Rebecca. Mark Cohar, administrator at the Michael Milan School of Nursing Pavilion, will present the Carol Humphreys Scholarship Award. Carol Humphreys was a devoted nurse and faculty member at the Cochran School, and this scholarship is awarded to the students she so valued and cared for. Mark.
Good evening, everyone. Congratulations. Carol Humphreys was a colleague, educator, and more importantly, a friend. This scholarship award is given to a graduating student who has demonstrated a love of nursing and a commitment to caring for patients and colleagues during his and her student years, one who has financial need and has a great year, we are presenting one award, and it gives me great pleasure to present this award to Jean McGee.
The Helen Reed Memorial Scholarship Award honors the life of the mother of a retired faculty member. This award is given this evening by Carol Q, a member of our faculty. Carol?
Thank you. Congratulations. Wonderful, so good to see you all. It is my honor. The Helen A. Reed Memorial Scholarship Award is given to a graduating student who has shown kindness and compassion to a dying patient or their family and may be considering a hospice nursing focus. It gives me great pleasure to present this award to Rena Mercado.
Hospital and the president of the Cochran School Alumni Association will make 3 awards this evening. First is the Alumni Award. Following that, Nancy will present 2 alumni pins. Nancy?
Good evening and congratulations to all of you. The Cochran School of Nursing Alumni Association presents an award and bar attachment to a deserving graduate who demonstrates outstanding scholastic ability and superior nursing skills. Grades must be in the upper third of the class. It gives me great pleasure to present this award to Nicole Cordova. On behalf of the Cochran School of Nursing Alumni Association, to present 2 nursing pins that have been donated by alumni eager to share in the pride of the pin with a novice nurse. The pins will be polished and re-engraved, ready to wear. The donor of the first pin wrote, "Enclosed is my Cochran School of Nursing pin. I hope you can gift it to a new graduate. I always enjoy my newsletter and hope the Alumni Association will continue. I keep in touch with some classmates and try to visit on my trips to New York. It gives me great pleasure to award this nursing pin, which was donated by Kathleen Moore Hellman, class of 1962, to Whitney Stapleton." Class of 1968, to Kevin Mesmer.
John's Riverside Hospital. She also serves as the chair of the Nursing Service and Education Committee, and in that capacity is presenting the St. John's Riverside Hospital Andrus Pavilion Award.
Good evening and congratulations. The Andrus Pavilion at St. John's Riverside Hospital offers an award and a bar attachment for the pin to a member of each graduating class who has excelled in genuine kindness, gentleness, and thoughtfulness. It gives me great pleasure to present this award to Heidi Schwab. Heidi, in addition to presenting this award to you, Carol Cormac Horton, class of 1960, has donated her Cochran nursing pin with the hospital award attachment she received at graduation. And it is my pleasure as this year's recipient of this award to present this one also to you.
Thank you, Melina. Anna John, a member of the faculty, will present the Carol Lee Cashman Award. Carol Lee Cashman was an honored and loyal Cochran School of Nursing alumna who was the supervisor of maternity nursing at St. John's Riverside Hospital for many years. Anna?
I think I can hear me. Oh, okay, sorry. Congratulations to everyone. Well, I can only give award to one person. So. Carol Lee Cashman Award is presented annually to a graduating student who has excelled in obstetrical nursing. It gives me great pleasure to present this award to Jacqueline Grant.
Thank you, Anna. Susan Joseph, another member of the faculty, will now present the Pearl Weinberger Dunlop Memorial Pin Award. Susan?
Congratulations to all. The Pearl Weinberger Dunlop Memorial Pin Award is given to a graduating student who has demonstrated exceptional school spirit, participated enthusiastically in volunteer activities, who has shown pride in attendance and has successfully completed all of the nursing courses. It gives me great pleasure to present this award to Heather Fox.
Thank you, Susan. The Christopher J.R. Painson Memorial Scholarship Award honors the life of one of our graduates from the class of 2007. The award this evening will be given by J.R.'s brother, John.
So, on a personal note, as a physical therapist and relatively new father, I truly appreciate what nurses do. So, good evening, congratulations to you all. So, the Christopher J.R. Faison Memorial Award is given to a student who demonstrates the ability to care for and interact with peers, faculty, and staff with a positive, professional, and humorous demeanor. It gives me great pleasure to present this award to Carlos Santiago.
Honors the life of one of our beloved faculty members. And here to say a few words about Anne Dorian is Patricia O'Connor-Morris, member of the faculty and friend. Patricia?
The Anne Dorian Memorial Award is given to a graduate senior who has demonstrated an interest in pursuing a position in psychiatric nursing upon graduation. Must have at least a 3.0 overall GPA and achieve not less than a grade of B in Nursing 204. This year we are presenting one award. It gives me great pleasure to present this award to Dorian Pacheco.
Chief of the Medical Staff.
The Franco Sharippa Memorial Medical Staff Award offers a monetary award of $2,000 and an award bar for a graduating student who receives the highest academic grade point average in nursing courses taken at the Cochran School of Nursing. This year's outstanding recipient has a grade point average of 3.591. It gives me great pleasure to present this prestigious award to Jennifer Farsdale.
Recognize your accomplishments. I ask that the audience please hold your applause until they've all been called. Nicole Cordola, Geraldine Green, Samantha DeBoer, Heather Fox, Chaka Grant, Jennifer Farsgard, Sharon Hanley, Jeannie McGinnian, Serena Mercado, Doreen Rutigliano, Carlos Santiago, Heidi Schwab, and Rebecca Tavares. And I would like to now recognize those who became Walshin Scholars. As we do every year, we'll now award the Walshin Scholar Bars, which can be attached to the Cochran pin. As I read your names, please come forward to receive the Walshin Scholar Bar. Nicole Cordola. awards that were given at the pinning ceremony just last week. Please stand when I call your name. The Mary C. Pryor Award recognizes compassion for fellow students, accountability, resourcefulness, and the care and respect for others. This year, the recipient was Doreen Matilda. The Lamberti Bellevue Humanitarian Award is given annually in memory of two Cochran alumni whose nursing careers were spent at Yonkers General Hospital. This year's recipient was Chloe Fox. Our students are very committed to their nursing studies, and I would now like to announce the students whose achievements have earned them academic honors. Will the students please stand as I call your name and remain standing until I've read all of them? Jennifer Farsgard, Nicole Cordola, and now it is my pleasure to introduce Fran Davis, Vice President for Nursing at St. John's Riverside Hospital, who will read the names of the graduates, and Dr. Thomas Lee, Chairman of the Board of Trustees, who will award the degrees.
Doreen Bertigliani. Carrie Guarino. Whitney Stapleton. Tarina Mercado.
Chloe Fox. Jean McWiggin. Geraldine Crinian.
Whitney.
Jennifer Harsgaard. Rebecca Tavares. Megan Powers. Carlos Santiago. Heidi Schwab. Tiffany Paul. Prathiba George. Taylor Henry. Heather Fox. Chaka Grant. Laura Conte. David Chandler. Carol Martin. Giselle Palanca. Sharon Hamlin. And Nicole Cordova.
award statement.
I know, I'm tired of it. That's all right. It's short and sweet. By the power vested in me by the State of New York Education Department, I hereby confer the degree of Associate in Applied Science to all the graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Lee. So now I would like to invite the class valedictorian, Jennifer Hartford, to make comments on her experiences at
Good evening, fellow graduates, esteemed faculty, distinguished administrators, beloved friends and family. It is with great honor and a humble heart that I stand before you this evening to represent this graduating class of 2015 and to say farewell to Cochran School of Nursing. It has been an incredible journey and a transformation for us all. Each and every one of us embarked upon this endeavor, it seems a very long time ago. It began with a seed of hope, a vision of the future, to redefine ourselves as our end. I remember quite vividly the nurses that initially inspired me to pursue this. They are most likely unaware of the impact that they had on me during some of what I would consider the most poignant, relevant times I've experienced thus far in my life. I remember every single nurse that was a part of the births of my beautiful children, as do most women. I recall the kindness of the nurses who cared for my brother, a military veteran from Iraq when he fought for his life after surviving a blast and struggled with trauma injury. I recall the vital role that these nurses had as he went from ICU to surgery after surgery, and I am quite pleased and happy to say that he is with you here this evening. And as you can see, he is healthy and strong and full of personality. And lastly, I recall the professionalism and the efficiency of the nurses who have cared for my children and ensured their safety when my husband and I had brought them to the emergency room during extremely nerve-wracking experiences, much like this. At some point in time, each and every one of us was drawn to this endeavor because we wanted to embrace a career that honored our fellow man. We desired a noble goal, to care for the sick, the injured, and the dying. And so, we began the education required. What on earth we got ourselves into? Who knew? Who knew that the next years of our lives would be completely turned upside down, that we would be constantly either attached to a textbook, writing a care plan, or just riddled with test anxiety? Who knew that the household rule, no discussing bodily functions at the dinner table, would be completely thrown out the window? Who would have guessed that there's a place called NCLEX Land? and that we would all learn a new language known as the nursing diagnosis. Oh, and how many times do we hear the term critical thinking skills? The fact of the matter is that despite being warned, most of us really had no idea just how difficult nursing school was going to be. But as the adage goes, if you find a path with no obstacles, it probably doesn't lead anywhere. So, based on this principle, may it be concluded, utilizing our critical thinking skills, that if headed down a path riddled with challenge, obstacles, difficult test questions, and it is an indication of going to a desirable destination, we are all headed for paradise. Bachelor's program equals paradise. So, as much as I would love to believe that, my gut is telling me that there is likely a flaw in this particular sequence of logic. For those of you who have never experienced reviewing for an NCLEX exam, this is oftentimes a dilemma that we see ourselves in. What seems to be a rational, logical choice in complete opposition with what our gut intuition tells us is an accurate, correct choice. So, fortunately, we have been prepared throughout our education for the challenge of making difficult decisions, for pinpointing relevant information and taking appropriate action, all to enhance and to develop our clinical judgment. Completing this program has required endurance, stamina, determination, sacrifice, and most of all, support. None of us would be here without the encouragement and the moral support of our family and friends, and we thank you. We thank you for believing us when we've been burned and quiet at times and doubted ourselves. Thank you, Mom. I would like to personally apologize to my family for continuing to share interesting factoids about pathology that perhaps were not so interesting. I thought it was great stuff. Also for diagnosing each and every one of you with a variety of illnesses that I happen to be studying at the time. We all did this as students. Psychiatric nursing is particularly fun. And I would like to thank, on behalf of the graduating class, each and every one of our faculty for sharing the vast experiences you collectively possess. You are an outstanding group. We have been individually tortured by each of you for 16 glorious weeks. But all kidding aside, each and every one of you has contributed something unique and special to our experiences as students. You have pushed us to our very limits. We have learned more than we ever thought that we were capable of. We're tougher, we're smarter, we've learned to analyze the data that we collect, to pay attention to details, to manage our time, and dare I say, to think critically, because you demanded it from us. We have witnessed expert nursing, and we have benefited from your scrutiny and from your guidance. In the words of Steve Jobs, your work is going to fill a large part of your life. And the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. It is very evident when a person is dedicated to their profession. thank you for bringing your best to us and for expecting the same in return. Graduates, we have reached the end of a significant chapter in our lives, but our careers have only just begun. Each of you will take on a new direction, a different course of travel. And though the NCLEX exam and the job market is intimidating, the same tenacity that has allowed us to complete this program will ensure that we have a career path. For it is not in the stars to hold our destiny, but in ourselves. William Shakespeare. May your strength of character continue to lead you, and may you all remember to care for each patient as though they were your family, to regard them with kindness and compassion, and to always strive for excellence. My friends, the floodgates are open. Class of 2015, congratulations, we did it.
Your new status as a Cochran graduate by moving your tassel from the right to the left. Following the benediction, the graduates and platform guests will proceed out of the auditorium. Please remain seated until the recessional is completed, and you'll be able to greet the graduates in the lobby. Reverend Dobbs.
Thank you, Jennifer, so much for your inspiring words. It's my privilege to give you the final word. It's called the benediction. It's from Latin, meaning the good word or the word of blessing. So will you stand with your eyes toward me, head raised, to receive this final word tonight, this good word. Blessed are you, Cochran graduates of 2015, as you go forth from this place. May God strengthen you for every good work, and may your efforts be well-pleasing in His sight. May God anoint you with power to live out in your vocation the love that God has placed in your heart. May God grant you deep peace and His never-failing help to do what He has called you to do in His name. Amen.